Well, hello, air signs. Hello, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Welcome into your weekly reading for February 27th through March 5th. Wow. We are in March. Welcome to March. You're not watching this more than likely in March, but let me be the first to welcome you to March. Hello. And speaking of March, I'm going to be posting your March readings. Should be starting this week, so just be on the lookout for your monthly March readings. Let's see, anything else? Yes, this is a general reading. General reading, take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what to do. Okay, so let's see. So for your weekly, I'm going to take a look at your... Oh, I like this past energy. It's a lesson learned, but I like this past energy. I'm going to look at your recent past that's still affecting your current situation, the potential outcome energy, and then what's going on energetically just below the surface that you may not be aware of. Oh, I'm like, ooh, 5 of Cups in reverse there. So this might be one of those readings. I'm just going to talk you through it as I shuffle, because it feels like this is how we're going to go. So your recent past, you had the 10 of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and Temperance. That is like, you couldn't get 10 of Wands and Temperance energy are just two opposites. And there's the Page of Pentacles right in the middle, and that's you're learning your lesson. It comes in like you're learning. You're learning a lesson. It's hard. It's a hard lesson, and I feel like it's learning when it's basically learning what you can control and what you can't control, and accepting it. It's not being conflicted about it. It's not resisting it. It's not trying to fight it or do too much work. It's like you're just learning. You're learning that lesson. And that's no easy joke. And those lessons are always evolving over time. As we grow, as our perception grows, perspective grows, as we grow spiritually and emotionally as human beings, that all grows. But you're really learning in the past. You're really learning that lesson of, all right, what can I make? What can I force it? Like, what's worth my time and energy versus what are some of the things I'm just going to have to accept and let go and just go with the flow a little bit of your own life. And it may not be initially what you want it to be. Like maybe you want to go quicker than you're currently going, but the flow of your life is going a little bit slower. And it's almost like, okay, let's accept that, because Temperance energy is like tempering yourself from, knee-jerk reactions, from making split-second decisions, from just bull in a china shop. It's the opposite of that. It's very much so you're coming in, you're usually a little more quiet, very intuitive, you're assessing the situations, you're constantly checking in with yourself, and you're just moving with how everything else is kind of moving around you, kind of thing. I just get the imagery of you're not walking in a party. Let's say you're going to a party, and before you'd walk in and you would see things like, ooh, that table needs to be there because it's causing a backlog of people here. And ooh, they need to move that over there because the lighting is better and more people can get to that area so they could read that information. It's like, instead of just going in and taking over something, like taking on 10 of Wands, like you're taking on all this energy and you're taking it upon yourself to move everything and to change everything and to be like, that's better. When in actuality, a lot of times, and I say this with love, this is kind of part of the lesson, it's, were you asked to do that? Was it your job to do that? And this is also with people. This is also fixing people. Preaching to the choir here, look. We're all in this together, okay? But I'm just kind of telling you how the energy's coming in. It's like we do that with situations. We do this with people. We do this with jobs. It's like, did anyone ask you to fix it? Is it your job to fix it? And if you do fix it, do you think it's going to truly benefit everyone else the way you wanted it to? Or was everyone else just kind of fine with it, and you were, maybe, I'm saying this with love because it's how it's coming in, maybe you were the only one that had the problem with it, and you just wanted to fix it for you so you would feel better about it. Maybe everyone else was fine. Maybe that's why they didn't ask you to do it. And it's like that with people. People don't like to be fixed. You don't like to be fixed. I don't like to be fixed, especially with that energy, with that mindset of, I'm going to come in, I see this is your problem, I see this is where you struggle it, this is my opinion or judgment of it, we all do it, we're never going to stop it, we're human. Okay, we're human, but this is where I see you're going wrong, this is where I know that you can make different decisions or do some healing in this to really help you out. But did that person ask for your advice? Did they want you to come in and point all this shit out to them? Did they want you to go, ooh, there's your shadow. How about you do some shadow work? I see this for you. You know, do they themselves even want to be fixed? Are they good with it just how they are right now? Are they completely accepting of themselves as maybe you aren't so accepting of it? And I'm not saying you should be accepting of it. Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's your preference. But here's the lesson, is learning what you can control and what you can't control. You know you can't change people unless they want to change. You know you can't, if you're walking into that room, you know you can't control 800 people's opinions about how that room should have been set up. So you can move everything in the room and make it better for you, but you can't control other people's opinions about how they liked it before. You can't affect their opinions. You can't change their preferences. You don't want people to change your opinions or your preferences. This is the lesson. Damn, that was a lot that just came in. I even stopped shuffling for it, but that's the lessons to learn. And I say it because it's still affecting your current situation. This lesson is because you have the Five of Cups in reverse, which tells me that you are beginning to see a silver lining in a certain situation, whether this be a person, a job, a career, anything like we just discussed. You're beginning to see the silver lining of it, but you're still feeling the loss. Like you're beginning to see the silver lining, move a little bit out of that loss energy, which to me just feels like acceptance. Acceptance can feel like you're losing because you're just accepting what you can't control. And it can come in like a significant loss. I've been there. It feels like I've just lost control. I don't have any control. What am I doing with my life? How is this all going to work out for me? Because you're not trying to force it to work anymore. That's a big lesson. And it doesn't stop. It's not like, oh, I learned that lesson, I'm never going to have that lesson again. Probably not. But you're growing and evolving. And I see you growing and evolving because you have the Sun here and you have the Nine of Pentacles. So you're wanting to move out of this loss and regret. This comes in a lot like regret here. A loss and regret, moving out of that, learning your lessons, stepping into more about what makes you happy. What makes you happy? And what brings you a sense of comfort? The Nine of Pentacles comes in very loudly, like finding comfort in your life, finding some stability in your life, finding and really focusing on the ways that you have been very successful in your life. Because the Nine of Pentacles is very successful. Look at all of her pentacles. She's very successful. She's very comfortable, but at the same time, she's not afraid to get her hands dirty either. She knows when she needs to work and build and grow. And she also knows when she needs to sit back and relax and enjoy the fruits of her labor. So that's where you're working towards. That's what you're working towards. And it's just this popped out in the card, and usually it doesn't come in visually for me, but it just did. You see how, let me see if I can get it clear. You see how she's wearing a glove and she's holding, or a bird, I'm not sure what kind of bird, maybe a hawk is sitting on her hand. But to me, this kind of looks like, it just came in like gardening glove. And when it comes in like that, it's telling me that just what I said, but really focusing on it. The energy is like, yeah, really look at this. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. So sometimes you got to take action. You've got to do the work kind of thing in order for you to be comfortable later. But it's going to take some effort. It's going to take some work. It's going to take digging in the dirt. Planting those seeds, digging in the dirt, planting those seeds, tending to those seeds kind of thing. So it's interesting because immediately I was like, boom, like look at the glove, digging in the dirt. So you're on your way here. You're starting to feel it. You're starting to feel it in your current energy, which is lovely. Ooh, 4 of Pentacles. All right, so now let's take a look at this outcome energy. I love it when readings does this. It's like you're going to talk about it as we go through it. Definitely not all. That's too many cards. Definitely not all readings do that, but when it shows up, I go with it. Okay, so the potential outcome energy here. You've got the 4 of Pentacles, so yeah, so 9 to the 4. So it kind of comes in like, I feel like you maybe think you're taking steps backwards. It's like, yeah, it's almost like you're 9 of Pentacles, you know, you got a lot of Pentacles to show. And then in the outcome energy, the 4 of Pentacles, it's like you're holding on to everything you have for dear life because you don't feel like you have enough, or you feel like you have to hold back or hold on to everything you've got because you're uncertain about the future. You're uncertain about where this is going to go, about what path you're on, how you're going to get to this happiness that you want, how are you going to get to the comfort and stability that you want. And you're kind of in this, it feels like a little bit of a holding pattern. So let's see. You are. 4 of Cups. So you've got 2 cards with 0 movement. They're just hunkered down. So holding pattern, 4 of Cups, 3 of Swords. Okay. That's why. I get that. All right, let's do one from underneath. Okay. Underneath, the Moon. Oh boy. Oh boy. This came in immediately, very quickly, when the Moon card came in. So this is the energy underneath that you may not be aware of. This is fear. And it comes in like, I think the reason why you're just hunkering down, you're not moving, you're holding back, you're hanging on to everything you have because you're afraid that you're going to get your heart broken again. And no one wants to experience that. But it's like the fear of having a broken heart is driving this. It's driving this, I'm just holding back. I don't have enough. This is almost a little bit of, I don't know where my security or my finances are going to come from. So I've just got to hang on to everything I've got because this is not working. It's like, you know, the past, what's happened in your past is not working. There's this new opportunity the universe is trying to hand you, but you can't see it because you're looking down, you're disappointed, you're feeling the past. Like things have just not worked out the way you wanted to. You're afraid of getting a broken heart again, but here's what came in. You already have a broken heart. And I'm not so sure you're aware of it. It's almost like you feel like it comes in like you might have the potential to want to do this to protect yourself from getting a broken heart, to protect yourself from pain, to protect yourself from an outcome that you don't want because to protect an outcome that's already happened to you in the past. You don't want the past to repeat itself. You're lot of fear here, not seeing things clearly, thinking that if you just hunker down, you can protect yourself from the pain, but the pain is here. The pain is here. You already have a broken heart. It's just a matter of working with it. acknowledging the fear here, acknowledging the pain, acknowledging the heartbreak, and doing that healing work, doing that grieving work, doing that healing work, and just recognizing that fear is what's driving you to do this. It's just fear. And it's not just fear. I mean, whoo, baby. I mean, it's big fear, but it's just, it's like just stopped. It feels like it stopped everything. Nine of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups in reverse with the outcome energies of 4 of Cups. So it's like it feels like you're going backwards a little bit, a little head in the sand a little bit, because fear is coming up big time for you. Lots of fear, and it's all about this broken heart that's already here. You already have it. It's pain that you are currently carrying, that you may be afraid to look at, afraid to deal with, afraid to embrace fully, to heal it fully, because it's not going to be a fun journey to do it. So I'm clarifying the 3 of Swords. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is not going to happen overnight. Healing a broken heart like this, or healing pain and sadness in your heart, maybe you've been carrying it around for quite some time now. It's not going to happen overnight. So the Knight of Pentacles tells me easy does it, one foot in front of the other, consistent, reliable action or progress forward. Baby step it. We're talking baby steps here, but baby steps can add up, and they do add up to big results in the end. It's just consistently taking baby steps versus not taking any steps at all. All right, 2 more for the 3 of Swords here for me. Man, this fear just boom. Aw. Whew. And I don't even think it's fear that you were aware of. And that's the moon. It's almost like you're not seeing things clearly just yet. And the moon is, I don't think you realize that fear is what's driving a lot of, or a few of your decisions right now. Fear is what's driving this stuck energy. Fear is what's driving this, I'm hanging on to everything I've got because I don't know when or if I'm ever going to have security or money or a job like this ever again, or a person like this ever again. Like, I'm hanging on to everything I've got. And I don't think maybe you fully have been, it's fully come to your awareness that that's fear underneath all of that, driving those decisions, driving those thought processes, driving that lack mentality, driving the we can protect ourselves from pain. We don't have to experience pain. We can protect ourselves from pain. That's fear talking, versus your heart's like, yeah, but I'm already in pain. I'm already hurt. I have some, you can't run from it. It's there. Okay, so the other 2 cards I have were the 10 of Pentacles here and the Tower. Yeah. Yeah, this was a hard. Yeah, this is a hard blow. This is a hard blow. This is a hard change for you. It's a hard change, and it's something, whether this be a situation like a relationship or a job, but this has been hard. It changed because this is something that you thought, 10 of Pentacles, you thought was golden, that would last, would stand the test of time, something that would always be there for you, something that would always provide for you, safety, security, financially. You thought it had all of it, like the perfect thing, the perfect balance. A job or relationship, and it changed. The universe stepped in, was like, ooh, it changed. And you're still dealing with it. And you're dealing with the pain of it. So let me clarify this moon. Let me see if I can get anything else about that, because it's definitely fear is running the show here in the potential outcome energy because of this pain. It's running from the pain. Seven of Cups, yeah, you're definitely not seeing things clearly. You're confused as hell here. Overwhelmed, confused, stuck. You don't know what to do. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, thank goodness. But there's a new beginning here. Woo! All right, you're going to get two more. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands, King of Wands. Okay. Yeah. How do I say it? There's a way out. I know you might not feel like in this energy there's a way out. There is a way out. There's a way out that's coming that's going to help you see things more clearly, to help you get a little bit more grounded, to help you work with the fear a little bit and help you see it for what it is, and to help decipher what's fear talking versus what your intuition is talking. Help is coming here for sure, because there's a new beginning, a new opportunity for you coming in, and you're going to get it's going to be subtle, okay? Page of Wands is subtle messages, but messages are going to come in that's going to help you. I even think this could be a person that's going to come in to help you. This King of Wands feels like a person. So someone is going to come in potentially and help you see things a little clearly. The universe is sending you very subtle messages, and I feel like it's subtle here, and I get the reason why they're sending me subtle energy. It's because it's going to be subtle to you because you're so caught up in a lot of overwhelmed stress and fear and confusion. So for something to get through that, it's going to feel very subtle to you. But once you start working with the energy, once you start doing some healing here, once you start seeing the fear for what it is, taking a step back, continuing learning your lessons here, so to speak, that the page, I feel like, is going to get a little bit louder. And messages are going to come through a little bit easier. But it's subtle. It's going to be subtle, but there is a new opportunity coming in here. Something new. I love this King of Wands here. So something's going to help you. Now, whether this be an actual person that's going to come into your life, maybe this could be anything from someone definitely in a position of leadership, like leadership or something of power that can truly help you from where you're at. So like a page, it's like, say you're at the page level. Don't think of it like hierarchy, but just think of it wherever you're at right now. Maybe you're just learning and you're at a page level and you haven't become a master yet, but this King of Wands is going to help you, or help you take an opportunity that you really want, that's going to help you get out of this stuck energy. Help you deal with some of this this pain a little bit. So this kind of came in like recruiter. This could be a job recruiter. This could be a manager or someone in a position of power at a company. You meet them somewhere, out and about in your life, and you start a conversation and they go, oh, there might be this new opportunity, or have you thought about this? This could be even someone that you see online, like maybe YouTube, and you stumble across their work and you just resonate and you love it and it feels inspiring to you. And it's like reading a good book that you can't put down. That's what this is going to feel like. It's going to be subtle, but you're going to still feel it. And it's going to be very helpful for you. So just pay attention to those subtle little inspirations that you have. And those little subtle inspirations are going to help you navigate forward baby steps. Don't judge the baby steps. Don't knock the baby steps. Easier said than done, because a lot of us were like, oh, we want to take the big steps of action. We want to go and make big progress because we think the baby steps aren't quick enough and they don't mean enough. But I'm telling you, in this situation, baby steps are enough, they mean enough, and they're perfect for where you're at right now. And the stress of you wanting to take the big leaps is actually slowing you down a little bit. So it's slowing you down a little bit. I'll say that. So trust in the baby steps. I've learned to love baby steps now. They're my new best friend, because baby steps, and I've had to learn very much similar lessons here, and still learning, and will still continue to learn as we grow and evolve. But I've learned the power of baby steps, because baby steps typically are something that I can consistently do. And if I can consistently do something, then I can consistently feel the benefit of those, versus taking a big leap and doing something completely different and a massive change one day, but I only do it one day every 2 weeks. In my own life, that doesn't give me benefit. Doesn't give me hardly any benefit, versus if I just make the little changes every day that I consistently do. Oh man, I'm feeling that. By the end of even 2 weeks, a lot of times I'm like, ooh, I'm feeling better. You could even think of this like diet. Like, the best analogy is diet here. It's like you eat perfectly. You get up at 6 o'clock. You work out for an hour. You eat perfectly. No sugar, no carbs, whatever you want to do. Perfectly for one day. And you can only do it because it's such a change. It's such a shift from your everyday life, or what you already have discipline and built the muscles and the consistency to do in your normal life. This one day is so outside of every routine that you've probably never done, that you're not to the point where you can consistently do that. So instead of doing all of it, 6 a.m., work out for an hour, eat perfectly, go to bed by 7, drink all your water, instead of doing that all in one day and only do it for one day a week, what if you just drink more water every single day? Let's just start there. Help your body flush out some toxins. Let's just start there. Can you consistently drink 64 ounces of water every day? Let's start there. That's enough. That's enough. You know what I mean? Like, I think we've all been there. We've all been on the diet, exercise bandwagon and the train, and we think we have to do it all at once. And well, if you're like me, it always bites you in your ass every time. But I can commit to drinking more water every day. If that's all I'm having to do right now, let me build that habit up. Let me build that mental muscle up to where that's second nature and it's good to me. Then let me add on something else. That's what this feels like. You're going to the baby step it. The consistent, healthy action that you can do every day to help you navigate out of this ishness. Okay. What is your card? Let's see. Ooh. This is a very specific card, but it may be part of the fear. So this is going to be specific for some of you. I am at peace with my age. Maybe you think you're too old to do something or to start over, or you're too old to move away from something, or you don't have what it takes. Maybe you think you're not qualified in some way. And yeah, that's a belief system. And that's fear. That's that moon card. That's fear. That I'm too old, or I'm not good enough, or if you compare yourself to younger people, they're so much better. I can never be that. You know, I'm more set in my ways. Oh no. That's the belief system. So let's see. Each age has its own special joys and experiences. I am always the perfect age for where I am in life. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right, let's tap on that, shall we? Let's tap. Let me get a little drinky drink. Okay, so you know the drill. We're going to start with the side of the hand. Repeat after me, or sub in your own stuff as it comes up, but let's go. Let's help you feel better about your age here. Even though I may be worried that I'm too old for this, that I'm not good enough, and I may be comparing myself to other people that are younger, that's okay. I am where I am, and that's perfect for me. And I'm opening up to the idea that I can be at peace with my age. So even though I don't believe it right now, And even though I have a lot of resistance around this, that's okay too. I'm honoring how I feel. And I'm leaning into the idea that I can be at peace with my age. I am at peace with my age. I am at peace with my age. And I'm learning that each age has its own special joys and experiences. I am always the perfect age for where I'm at in life. And I'm ready to embrace that. I'm ready to expand my perspective on this. And I'm ready to let go of all limiting beliefs I have around my age. Because each age has its own special joys and experiences. I am always the perfect age for where I am in life. And I accept that. I accept that I am the perfect age. All is well. Okay, air signs, let's take a deep breath in. Woo, and let it go. Woo. Big reading for you, air signs. Big reading, big work, big feelings, big stuckness, all of it. But you're going to work through it. I see this energy underneath. You're working through it. Someone, I think, is going to come in and help you out a little bit. The universe is sending you some messages. Although they're subtle, it's there. It's there. Just ear to the ground. Listen up. Listen up. They're there. You're being supported. Wishing you all the love. And I'll see you next time. Bye.